Hey there, and thanks for tuning in to Today with Dana Shay. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, and hopefully you will find this video to be very thought-provoking, and you might even be encouraged to share it with someone. So today I'm going to talk about a pretty controversial issue. I'm usually not very shy about delving into controversial topics because, hey, somebody's got to do it. And speaking of controversy, what I'm going to be speaking about today is a story that's been trending in the news. I'm sure you've probably read the story. You've heard a little bit about what's been going on with former co-founder of Mozilla, Brendan Eich, or Brendan, I think his name is pronounced Eich. And you know, the interesting thing is Brendan actually gave $1,000 to support a cause, basically the cause that was in support of Proposition 8, which was the measure to basically keep marriage traditional in the state of California. So it was pretty much against gay marriage, and this is what he gave $1,000 of his own money to support this particular cause. He was a supporter of traditional marriage and is a supporter of traditional marriage. Well, here we go 6 years later, and Mozilla finds out, or it comes to light, I should say, that he gave $1,000 in support of Proposition 8, which, if you remember, when President Obama was running 6 years ago, he too was in favor of traditional marriage. He specifically said that he believed that marriage should be between one man and one woman. So here we are 6 years later, and this guy, Brendan Eich, is basically forced to resign as CEO and co-founder of Mozilla. And when I read that story, I thought, you know what? How crazy. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. How crazy. Where are we in a nation that now people cannot even express their personal views without getting, forced to retire, without having to be forced to retire from their jobs, without having their endorsements pulled or what have you. Now, I know that the Paula Deen situation happened. You've got the Duck Dynasty patriarch who came out and was making some, racial comments or comments that, were very against homosexuals, so people say. Now you have this guy. And as an African-American woman, first of all, when I read stories like this in the news, I don't get all offended by people's personal beliefs. I believe that people have the right to feel what they want to feel. People have the right to, believe what they want to believe. We as society cannot police people's personal views. You might be watching this video now, and I've heard some really nasty comments from some people on YouTube, very racist comments, sexist comments, and I don't get all in a tizzy over it. You know what I do? Delete. It's that easy. And, I realize that I don't have to agree with everybody's opinions, nor does everyone have to agree with mine. I really believe that, if we're not careful as a nation, we are literally going to, basically, we might as well just go ahead and amend, the Constitution that says that we all have the right to freedom of speech. I really believe that trying to police people's personal views is going way overboard. Here's this company, this multi-billion-dollar company, who, guess what? They're not going to lose money because their co-founder gave $1,000 to, support something 6 years ago. So, listen, I'm all for equality, don't get me wrong. I have no problem against any particular group of people, but I think the problem comes into play when one group tries to make everybody believe what they believe. This is America. This is the melting pot, not only of race, racial backgrounds, but also of beliefs. We've got Catholics, we've got Protestants, we've got Muslims, we've got, Hindus, we've got New Age, we've got conservative Christians, we've got Pentecostal Christians, we've got this whole myriad of different experiences, and that is what makes America great. I really believe that, by certain groups trying to make sure that everybody believes what they believe, that really takes away from what makes our country so great. I'm very opinionated, and I love to get into conversations with other opinionated people, but at the end of the day, like I tell my mom all the time, I'm not going to change your mind, and you're not going to change my mind. So as long as we can have a healthy debate and we can share why we believe what we believe, then that's good. I don't have to try to conform everyone to believe exactly what I believe. And I think that that's what certain groups of people are trying to do, because they believe one way, or they think that, life should look like this. They want the whole world to align with their agreement. How narcissistic is that? And so, I'm a little bit bothered, if you can't tell, that this is even an issue. That it's even an issue that a man takes his money and supports something that he believes in, and now his company is saying, we're so sorry we promoted you to CEO. As a matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and resign? And I really believe that if we do not start paying attention, and if we do not start fighting for our rights, which are the freedom of speech, then this country is headed for some deep trouble. So I want you guys to weigh in on this in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think that everybody should be believing the same thing? Do you believe that it's appropriate for a CEO of a company? If you remember last year, I believe with the Chick-fil-A president who came out and was making some comments that the gay community took very personally, and they were trying to ban Chick-fil-A stores and all that. And I actually did blog about that. So, share your comments and let me know what you think. I just, I'm appalled. I really am appalled that the audacity of any group, I don't care what you believe in, don't ever try to, force everyone to believe what you believe. So share your comments below. I appreciate you all tuning in today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.